Hey everybody, Constipated Burrito Cage back with more Let's Play Pikmin 2. I'm just used to saying Let's Play Pikmin. But another good use of the dual captain feature is you can split up Pikmin. If you don't want a certain Pikmin with you, then you can just set them to the side. But here we have fire geysers, which appeared in the last game, but they're different now, as in you can kill them. Wonderful. Isn't that just wonderful? These guys won't be bothering us anymore. But you don't want Olimar to run into those because he will take damage. No, I might just show that. See? He takes damage. I'll have a little demonstration of that. Show that the invincible Olimar is not actually invincible. Let's see here. So what is going to show up on this floor? Aha! There's something in there. Let's send Pikmin back and get that. It's a, looks like a Mahjong tile. Mahjong! A game I know only through computer games. Like, I'm not sure how you would play that on the computer unless you had, like, a set. And, oh my god, a floppy disk. Holy crap. This is old. Reminds me of my childhood. I never used them either. And that was really big. Strife Monolith. 150 monies. But let's get this old school technology back to the pod, which is a very common name for for Bane here. The ship's gonna be called Bane too. It's not just gonna sound like Bane. The ship is now Bane. Like literally, it is Bane. But let's see here. What is this? Can we see what that is? It's something Nintendo, definitely. I can't tell what game it is though. Yeah, still can't really read that. But Cosmic Archive. Yeah. So it sounds to me like everything's gone out of this room, and it has no further use to us, and we can move on. So within subcaves, there'll be short ones. There'll be short levels like that. There'll be rest stop ones like that last one, which those are always really nice, especially in long caves. Hey, this place is called Hola's Beasts. I don't think I actually said that yet. I'm used to just going through this game. I was like, oh, I know this one, this old beast. There's just stuff I'm not thinking. I don't think to do for a Let's Play. Let's see. Is there anything back here? Good. Perfect place to hold Pikmin that you don't want with you. Alright, so Olimar's gonna go ahead with the reds, and no, not the purples, just the reds. Okay? I'm segregating you guys. And that is okay, because that is one of the goals of this game. So, team management. Well, I guess that time management is not that big in this one, unless you're above ground. But another big one is lack of mercy. But also important to the game is segregation. Yes, that's what I was saying. And look at that, it's like freaking Game & Watch. So another thing is, okay, there's a treasure back there, and I am zoomed in too much. Let's see, then there's also another purple flower, and the Ace of Spades. Let's see, left, there we go. And that was left, but we're gonna leave those guys here for now. And come on, Pikmin. I feel like I was saying something before, but then I lost track of what I was saying because something else came up. Well, let's get the Game & Watch back, and wow, that playing card made it back already. Well, I guess with 3 flower Pikmin carrying a one single item, and we got the Luck Wafer. Let's see, what does the back of it look like? That's pretty. 140 monies. I'm so glad it doesn't cost 140 monies to buy one playing card. And you know, let's flowerize some of these guys. But we got the Game & Watch, which I've never actually had a Game & Watch before. The Dream Architect. I've never played a Game & Watch. I have Game & Watch Gallery 2 for, I think it's the Game Boy 1, like the original Game Boy that I have, and I've played it before. I've played that game, but let's see here. Within this egg, there is more yolk. Get my Pikmin yoked. There's occasionally there'll be different than just that yolk will show up in there in the eggs. There'll occasionally be different stuff, like stuff I'll explain later as it shows up. I mean, one of the oddest one is that there's an enemy that'll show up in them. But they're not really an enemy, they're just more of a piss you off thing, because they're really annoying. But we'll talk about them when we see them, when we find them. But yeah, let's get on inside of here. Inside of her. And is this, I think this is the last floor. Right? Right, yep, final floor. And this little mark on the floor is it's interesting. It sort of shows what the boss is gonna look like, which is this giant behemoth over here. And I guess unlike the rest of them, we're gonna use purple Pikmin to help kill it. Actually, let's just get one when we go wake it up, because just like normal things, it sleeps. But this is its head, and this is its butt. And let's just throw a Pikmin on it. I'm not sure if that'll get shaken off. But that is the noise it'll make as it gets hurt. This thing won't actually attack you just straight off. But it's pretty easy to kill it with the purples, especially since it just sits there. This is the not annoying version of this boss, but this is how it attacks. And if you notice the music, it changes when it attacks. There's like the boss music that plays for all the bosses except for the final boss, of course. But then it changes when it attacks. It gets more intense. Okay, you want to make sure that you get all your Pikmin back, though, because if not, then they'll get squashed. And purple are not the Pikmin that you want to lose, because the only way to get them is through sub-caves. And at the end of the game, there's going to be a treasure that weighs 1,000 pounds. Or 1,000, yeah, well, it's not really 1,000 pounds. It weighs 1,000. I guess we'll just say that. It has a weight of 1,000. And I'm just about to kill this thing, aren't I? Yep, it's dead. The bitch is dead. And right there is the next of the important treasures that we're gonna find. They'll typically be contained in bosses. Actually, they will all be contained in bosses, except for one more. How bizarre.
How bizarre! This device is emitting black light. It must have been ingested by that creature. What an absolutely repulsive life form. Our return to Hokuto cannot come soon enough.
So that thing right there is gonna make life so much easier. But, yeah, the important treasures will all be contained within bosses, except for one more of them. And let's get this thing back. Let's just stick all of our remaining Pikmin on it, except for 20 of them, apparently, though. And that boss was worth 15. That is like, I think 20 is the most the boss will be worth, which is the most any beast will be worth. It'll be worth 20 monies. But we get this thing back, and it's all shiny and stuff, worth 200 monies. The love tester, and is turned on. The prototype detector. It does not actually test love, I don't think.
This contraption seems to react when it approaches treasure. I'll connect it to my radar. Processing complete. The treasure gauge is now fully operational. It will now appear on your monitor. The needle will move right as you approach treasure.
It will be very annoying, but so incredibly helpful. See, there it is there. And you get slightly different noises as it turns off now. But we're done with that cave now, and we can return to the surface. So, let's see here. We did good in this sub-cave. First off, we got 1,100 monies, bringing us our total to 2244. Which, if you take 22 and multiply it 2, it gets 44. So, and 0 Pikmin lost. So, and another complete cave. Perfect. We're doing great through this game so far. But as you can see, it's not going to take that many treasures really to get you to repay the debt, because we have like 10 maybe already, and it's like almost complete, or not almost complete, but it's 20% complete, which every time you make it another 10%, this will show up, and it just makes you feel great about yourself. But the time when you get back from a sub-cave will typically be about the same amount of time you had left in the day when you went into a sub-cave. But, okay, what is this going on now?
Louis, as Olimar instructed you on the peculiarities of the Pikmin creatures. The Pikmin form groups based on color when disbanded with X.
I already went over this.
Grabbing Pikmin with A will also cause them to group by color. Now for the bonus lesson. After grabbing a Pikmin with A, you can press left or right on the D-pad to swap it for another color. This is the first time you have heard this. Olimar, remember to properly train new employees.
Yeah, I actually did say that before. So, what now, spaceship? What now, Bane? Yeah, what you got on me?
You think this gives you power over me?
One of the most random lines in that movie. It makes sense in context. It makes sense, but the carrying out of it is just so odd. Like, he puts his hand on the guy's neck, and it's like, yeah, but see, like, the treasure gauge was going off as we went by a treasure there. Also, another thing about subcaves, you can go through them as many times as you want. So, but, you know, let's explain something right now. You see that purple gas over there? That's poison, and is not good. See, if I throw my Pikmin over there, we're gonna get a danger movie. Okay. I guess it's gotta be closer. There we go. See? Oh, it freaked out a little bit there. Actually, hold on, we gotta get it to show longer. Come on, there we go. And it's all freaking out.
Emergency! Pikmin are suffering. If you blow your whistle with B, you may be able to help them.
Yeah, see that? So that's poison. If you leave them like that long enough, they will continue breakdancing, and eventually they will die. Which is something that you don't want. Because death is bad. Okay? And let's see, then up there we can't really go to yet. But oh, actually, let's break that down now, I guess, maybe? Okay, now if we can make it back here fast enough, then we will destroy that. I'm actually gonna not berry harvest right now, it's because I don't need to, and I'm trying to actually do something that requires time. So let's just have room for 20 of them. And there's all the my little Pikmins coming back. So 20 of those guys. As far as this game goes, I'm a little bit more relaxed as far as harvesting Pikmin than I was in the last game, because You have a lot more time, so a lot of that pressure of time is not on your back. It's not all like weighing you down, so... Okay. Come on, purples, get over there. Okay. More distractions.
Olimar, Louis, the sun will be setting soon. Call all of the Pikmin to you. This planet's native nocturnal life forms are ferocious, and therefore dangerous. Load your Pikmin into the onion, and yourselves into my hull, so we can take refuge in low orbit. Pikmin in your squad will enter the onion on their own at day's end, so call them all to you.
I think around the home area, Pikmin will just make their way to the onions too. I'm pretty sure, I know it's like that in Pikmin 1. I actually haven't checked that in Pikmin 2 yet. Actually, wait. Let's kill that thing really quick. God, I could totally start that sub-cave right now. I don't think I'm going to, though. But with purple Pikmin, you can just throw it right on its back. And hey, look at that, it's a yellow pellet. Yeah, so there are pellets of the 5 different Pikmin colors. So, and you get the countdown, as before. But this little guy up here, this Carmex, you can't get to yet. So don't even bother trying. It's gonna be a bit before that happens. But yeah, Pikmin that are with you, they'll make it back to the onion all safe and sound because they're gonna come with you as you leave, you know? But I guess this is gonna be a short episode. I'm fine with that. I am perfectly 100% fine with that. And Louie's taken charge, ending the day today as Louie. Good for him. See, I'm training the new employee. Usually I just sort of let them sit there and do nothing, or occasionally do something. But sure, I'll actually use them just for you, Bane, okay? And you got the cloaking bro in it, trying to kill the spaceship. I'm sorry, Bane is not that easily defeated. Not even Batman could defeat Bane. But then he beat Bane. But then Bane beat him again. Because Bane's a badass like that. Today's reports. We got a lot of monies. And we increase Pikmin quite a bit. So from 59 to 110 and 10 to 25. Went from a total of 65 to 135. Quite the improvement. We could have 136 though. Still only that one Pikmin's died. Which is good.
How's progress, Olimar? Remember, you'll never get anything done if you sit back and watch from afar. Be sure to hold R occasionally for a close-up view of the action.
Yeah, I went over that actually. But thank you for the tip, Mr. President, sir. So, I guess that's all we're gonna get done for this episode. Actually, we're gonna go to the Picklepedia really quick. And witness the new specimens we've gotten since last I checked. Actually, that was... yeah, since today. So, we got the Iridescent Flint Beetle. Excuse me. The female Sheargrub. The male Sheargrub. The Cloaking Brownet. The Violet Candy Bug, we already had that. Creeping Chrysanthemum, which actually looks like that. Freeze. Haha. Unmarked spectralids. See how there are different colored ones? I'll go over that slightly later. And if you freeze them, then they all fall to the ground. Fall down. They fall down to the ground. But they can get up, don't worry. They're okay. That's funny, they're all sort of like flying around that... Nah, never mind. They're not. Oh, but we got the Honey Wisp. You can't petrify them. The Horsetail. The Common Glowcap. And the Margaret. As well as Empress Bulblax, which is that boss that we just face. And if you petrify it, it looks like a giant piece of shit. And you know what, we're gonna read the thing about it. Empress Bulblax, Oculus Matriarcha, Grubdob family. Initial observations place doubt on the capability of a grub dog family to support a strong ant or beetle-like or bee-like social structure. But recent studies show the family is capable of such complexity. The egg sac of the large female grub dog within a given range swells so dramatic proportions in response to environmental changes, such as a sudden depletion of prey species. These females temporarily take on the role of pack matriarch. Also in pack formation, it has been observed that nearly all males not involved in species reproduction undergo natural sex changes. The characteristics of such specimens are quite intriguing indeed. Yes, indeedio. So, but now that it's 21 minutes, we're gonna end it off here, and we're gonna continue on doing more stuff in the morning wood tomorrow. So, if you like what you saw, please subscribe to my videos. It'd be very much appreciated. And until next time, this has been Constipated Burrito Cage. Peace out and have a great day. Bye, people.